Welcome, Redbeard here, and it is time for my first ever series on this channel. Road to rank 1 Corrupted Gauntlet as a hardcore IM man. The only rule is simple, I cannot use tier 3 armor inside the gauntlet, from Lumbridge to the walls of Prifddinas. Let's begin. Here I am finally at the Barrows, and I am having a blast. This step was one of the reasons I started making this series in the first place, for the armor pieces and of course a ton of runes. I can tell you it does not disappoint. If you're thinking of making an IM man, go for it. I remember saying, why on earth would anyone restrict their character, especially in old school RuneScape? Then I made one. Now the target here is to get the 3 most useful items for me. Ahrim's legs, body and hood. Maybe not the hood, since the Farseer has the same attack bonuses and does not degrade. Can you imagine I end this series because I forgot to pray against Darok? That would be embarrassing to say the least. Anyway, on the melee brothers I have an excess magic attack bonus against them, even though it's not really necessary, since they have minus magic defense. You can wear anything and still hit. Still it might make a difference and misleads often. Speak of the devil, first Barrow's weapon and this one of the most useful, Darok's axe. Not only should I get the full set have an excellent melee training method at the Nightmare Zone, but I plan on using it at the Calphite Queen on Crush later on by flinching. It can be risky, yet the drops are the best. Thorax Plate Body. At Korasks this will let me AFK much easier. I admit I was close a couple of times with my current gear, but this will make it pretty chill. When you won't waste a dose on Karel. I guess I'm getting some practice for the Calphite Queen later on. Verax Chest. And that is the 4th Barrow's piece. At 36 KC I'm lucky. I'll shut up before I jinx myself. I really should grind to 70 ranged. The green D hide body, it's not enough. Yet here it's fun. Plus seeing the ball tracks stack up makes me put off ranged, until I find the Karel's crossbow. At the moment I'm using melee and magic here, so I have an excuse to stay a while longer. Checking out the temple trekking rewards, and they aren't anything crazy. But these beasts drop the nails for the Sanfu serums. Maybe once this is done, I might try for the Fosani or normal Nightmare. For rank 1, who knows? I have some plans. These are the ones that are deadly. Last time I almost died, and this time was almost the same. My mistake though, they only attack with ranged, so I was praying wrong. 2 levels shy of planting Hesporices in the farming guild, and it's time to get the contracts. It will help speed up Herblore immensely also, and I need them for the Song of the Elves. Okay, the super compost are done. Gave a chunk of XP too in Herblore, which was a nice bonus. Now with level 63 I am halfway done. My aim beyond 70 is 72 for the stamina potions, using boosts of course. I need them especially for God Wars. Even for Bando's gear, the meta is crystal gear and the bow, so it's all in line perfectly. Thanks to a viewer, I had no idea you can charge Jmod stuff to full by using it at the well. Free of charge. I read roughly through the wiki and missed the best part completely. Was planning to charge it every time at the Dark Mage, costing 250k every time. That would have been super expensive. See, I'm playing it without much guides. All magic experience I get here at the Barrows is a bonus. I know, it sounds strange, but my only goal right now on this account is slaying the Corrupted Gauntlet. To rank 1, even beyond that, fingers crossed. When you lose to hair patches out of 5, and they are snapdragons. What can you do, better luck next time. I wish I got the rune crossbow. It is so common in elite caskets. Cannot complain though, I'm just glad I could complete one. Gutten's legs. It should be the 5th and my first double. Full Guttens would be perfect for Slayer. Anyway, here are the drops in the next 300 chests. Ahrim's legs. That is awesome. All I need now is the top. This is one of the best upgrades yet for me. I leveled from 70 to 78 magic, and since I needed 83 for the Barrows portal, I decided to boost with spices. And here it is. It's such a time saver, honestly. Took me some time getting the right stats, but it's worth it. Full barracks. I found a good use for it too, at the giant mode, and I'm having a good time, even without the Falador diary. I could do it, but it's not that important for now. With super energy potions, and I have a few hundred of them, I can get some KC. Now when it comes to its drop table, I can exchange its hide and claws for nests. It also drops the mahogany tree seeds. Potentially, should I get my hands on them, I could be done with farming incredibly fast at this point. Sudoku. This took me over 3 hours to complete, since I don't have a clue how it's done, but I did it, and for a good reason. I checked some stuff out on how to get some quick cash for Iron Man. Come to find out, I can sell them at a fixed price to him. Maybe I will regret this, but for 70 construction I require over 8 million cash. Okay, this was so random and crazy. I was buying gold ore at the blast furnace for 70 smithing, just to get it out of the way. I'll chink after a Kurask trip. But this one time, I decided to add some of my duplicate Barrows pieces, instead of leaving. And here's what happened. Excuse some of the clipping in this one, had my audio driver overlapping. Here it is. This was gold, no pun intended, and he's such a good sport. That was incredibly fast, 6 more to go. With the hardest one out of the way, I plan to level it for the Sardom and Bruce. And should I survive the rank 1 Corrupted Gauntlet grind, I'll start the Fosan Nightmare. It's a risk, but it's also rewarding. Now in the meantime, while training other skills, I started doing the birdhouse runs. Though I admit I should have started them way before. It's passive hunter XP and a chance for seeds, so it's a win-win. After hundreds of runs in the woodcutting guild, back and forth. 70 construction is banked, thankfully. Cost me over 8 million GP, cash, but it's out of the way, and will be done with the fastest method. My range at the moment is very low, and I plan on training it at the Undead Druids in Fortos dungeon, using the imbued Salve Amulet with Void and Rune arrows. The biggest reason for it is the chance to get grubby keys, to loot the chest, which has a chance on dropping Sardom and Bruise. It will take me some time to get 35 doses, but I need them for the Seren fight. Alternatively, I could get them at the Calphite Queen. Yet that's risky, since a kill would take over 5 minutes, not to mention people coming and tag it. I'll mix things up cautiously. Never mind, I'm living up to 2007 standards, that's for sure. This is great actually. The hardest part is getting the workers to spawn and swarm you, blocking it on all sides. I'll definitely switch between the two for the Bruise. Not to mention I have a chance for the Dragon Chain, so I'm good. This is such a great place for Iron Man, especially for what I'm trying to get. The spiders drop a lot of alkables and on top runner herbs for prayers. I am bursting multiple targets, so more keys per hour. Even though, for magic experience is not efficient since they do not stack. Yet for me, this is the best place at the moment. And when I run out of runes, I'll just go to Barrows. I still need the top and Karel's crossbow. That's enough for the mage's book. It is much needed. Such a great offhand for magic, even for Barrows instead of the vendor. Mainly I'm getting it to stack as much magic bonus as possible, because accuracy can make or break the Seren fight. It is not just the risk of dying, but should I fail on my first try, I have to get all the Sardom and Bruise. So it's a risk. After 23 keys, I've gotten 6 doses, which is a relief. I thought they do not exist. We've been so unlucky with drops. Still need 30 more doses to go. The upside to this is the longer it takes, the more magic I get. With that out of the way, the only skill I need for the quest is mining. I plan on grinding it out at the iron ores and try to finish as fast as possible. It might not look like a big drop, but I reduced the Sardom and doses I need for the Seren fight from 36 to only 8, because I was having zero luck at the grubby keys. It's like they do not exist. Now, the weird part is, while practicing at the Seren fight on my main, having the same gear and inventory with Blood Blitz, albeit 99 magic, I found out that after 20 tries using Void Mage and normal magic gear, Void is much better. Yeah, it's surprising to say the least. The key is to time when I heal using sharks and when to be ready to take out the healing portals. That is it. Time to start the Song of the Elves. Onto it. As promised, the Walls of Riftiness. If you're watching this as it's premiering, I am live on Twitch right now. Click the link below. On the road to rank 1 Corrupted Gauntlet as a hardcore Iron Man, without tier 3 armor. Thanks for watching, so it begins.